Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 4.5 Marks.
Yep.
We got Pretty Face Carlos right over here.
Hey.
The icon Jabrim as well.
Yep.
Our encyclopedia. We also have Pan Blanco Tyler.
Yep.
Chavez Murderer V. And, well, as always, the half mark, myself, Luis Horse Hawk McGee. As everybody calls me.
Yeah.
Alright, hope you're all ready tonight
Oh,
since
not
we
too
haven't gotten together in a while. And I'll just let V take it off.
Yeah.
Take it off. What are you taking off?
Yeah.
Take it off now.
Yeah.
Oh, he said take off. Oh, there you go.
How much?
But
$1?
Ryder starts playing.
Depending on how much you give me.
Give him a check.
That's good. That's good. Hey.
There you go.
There you go.
What is that?
$4.
Alright.
Hey.
Hold
You
on.
got that much.
Ah, damn it. We should have put sexy back.
$4.
I wish I had my wallet.
Damn, dude.
Alright.
You accept
So
that,
yes,
Tom?
I'll be taking over here. We are talking about Backlash Puerto Rico 2023 and the results from that show. We all watched. It was a good show.
Card was great.
Yeah.
You did not watch.
I did not.
Yeah, you were not involved. But what we'll do is we will talk. We'll bring up the match. We'll see what you thought or who you think would have won that match, and maybe give you a little bit of insight going into it, and then we'll go from there.
Got it.
Cool.
I'm ready.
Stay
when you
tuned
get
for a
strong,
special
get chopped.
announcement at the end.
And when you get it wrong, you get chopped. Is that?
Dear God.
Well, you're closest to him. You
Yeah.
can do all the chopping.
Please,
I'm
please be
glad.
gentle. I'm fragile.
I'm glad they chopped off.
All right, so let's start with the first match, which is a solid opener match.
I thought so too. Actually,
Yeah.
I thought that was the perfect spot for that.
Yeah,
that match.
Bianca Belair versus Io Sky.
Mhm.
And so Bianca's been having the feud with Damage Control,
Yep. Yeah. 3-on-1.
3-on-1, and then kind of a little bit of what would you call it? Some cracks forming in Damage Control with Dakota Kai and Io Sky believe that Bayley's been given all opportunities and that they should have an opportunity as well. So Bayley gave up her shot to Io, who went to Triple Threat and won the number one contendership for this match. Who do you believe won?
I believe Sky won.
Okay. So match was good. We saw a lot of really cool offense from both competitors. I'm trying to remember like a good spot. I know there's a lot of.
Bailey had some great pants on.
Bayley had some great pants on.
Yeah, they were great.
That's subjective.
Well, I mean, that's my opinion.
Listen, the internet says so.
I don't, dude. Everyone went nuts over it.
Yeah,
Like,
I noticed it right away.
oh, I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
She did?
The memes.
The
Yeah.
memes. Yeah, the
Yeah.
memes are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot of good, high-paced, or fast-paced from EO. A lot of dives, and then a good technical work and brute strength from Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
But the strength overcame and Bianca retained her title.
Ooh.
Very nice.
But it
The
was
ESG of WWE.
yeah.
She's had that belt for like over a year now, no?
Yep, over a year because she won it at last year's WrestleMania. One thing I didn't notice was
Quick year.
Io Sky came out to her old music instead of coming out to the Damage Control music, how she's been recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was grilling. I was helping with Brian, so I don't really remember the intros too well.
Yeah.
The entrances.
Yeah.
I kind of went back and watched certain things,
Oh, okay.
so that's why I remembered. And then I'm trying to think. There's some other spots. The crowd was really behind Io.
Yeah, they were.
They
Puerto Rico loves EO.
they loved her.
That's good.
But I like the match. I think Bianca retained. I don't think I think Io is a great wrestler. She should be women's champion at some point. But I don't think this was the match to give it to her.
Is there a women's minor belt?
No, there should be.
There should,
right?
right? There should be.
There
Right?
should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like that was a good spot for her, you know,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
just to give her time.
What would they call it? Like the WWE Women's Intercontinental title?
Something like
Probably
that.
not
Or
Intercontinental.
I mean, why not?
I don't know.
I mean, there's a women's title that's basically.
Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea.
So what would you call it? What do you think?
I don't know.
Top 5 minor belts.
Because, I mean,
That could be
is there a women's
That could be a
heavyweight?
future video.
Yeah.
There's
Just
that.
talking
They
about
don't do the weight classes.
introduce new
New
belts and what you would call them.
I'll watch out for that video later.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
actually. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd call it.
So, well, what are your guys' thoughts? I spoke my thoughts on the match.
I thought it was a good opener, a solid opener, honestly.
Yeah.
I love watching Bianca. Like I said it before.
Yep.
I think, especially right now, she's 3-0 at WrestleMania. I think she's very deserving of being like the first woman to have an official streak at WrestleMania.
I agree totally.
So I'm glad she retained. I could definitely see, and I can definitely see them giving her the days, like they're trying to give Roman.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They probably won't go as long.
Yeah, she gotta be Asuka.
Right.
Or does that count? Because it was NXT. I don't know if it would carry it over or not. I
No, that doesn't carry.
That's
Yeah,
what
but I can see them trying to give Bianca being like, hey, you've been the champion the longest.
how long Charlotte had?
The belt?
Yeah.
Not for no. She's had more reigns, but she doesn't have the
Yeah.
longer reigns.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't really had long reigns like that.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
she's like what, a 9-time
Yeah.
or 10-time women's champion, something like
I
that?
think it's 10 times.
10-time now?
Yeah.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Charlotte had longer?
She hasn't had it as long as Bianca has had a reign.
No. But I'm talking about, because didn't they talk about it that she was
Charlotte's
like
never had longer
12?
than a year?
I don't know why
I
the
don't
number
think
12 's sticking out of my head.
Wow.
I don't think
It's
so.
kind of nuts.
Yeah. But she's
Because I know they've
she's had
also-
the most reigns.
Because I know they've
That's
also
kinda
like
nuts.
gone back and forth where
Oh.
they include the Divas Championship.
She has that
and
every
they
year?
don't.
Flair has had it 14 times.
14. Oh.
Yeah.
She's almost up there like her dad.
Yeah, which I know is what they're trying to do.
I bet
Well,
that's
of
what they're
course.
trying to do. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get up to.
And she never had it longer than a year?
I don't think she's ever
That's
had it longer than a year.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, also, aren't
Combined
they,
probably, but
aren't they
yeah.
including the double, like, did they add technically a reign because of when last year when she had to switch belts with Becky?
Oh, did they?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I have no idea.
I feel like that was a thing, and I saw someone talking about it.
That's some booty cheeks.
Yeah.
That's some booty cheeks.
We're like, hey, you're
Yeah.
the SmackDown, you're the Raw, let's switch, but we're just gonna add a reign. Like, oh,
That's some cheeks. I don't like that.
yeah.
I don't like that. That's.
I could be wrong about that. But I feel like I was reading something that's what they were counting.
cheeks, bro. I don't think they should have, but.
Nah.
Nah, they should not have. I'll try and look up. to
I will
see.
say this though, I'm not sold on Bianca yet.
No?
Really?
I don't know how.
You know, it could be a little biased for me too, because I just love Montez Ford.
That's fair. That's fair.
I love them both. I think they're both solid.
Yeah.
Maybe I just haven't. I don't know.
Also, it was just she left like my first WrestleMania I'm back into watching wrestling in general was Bianca versus Sasha Banks, and that was such a
Yeah.
solid match. So that sold me immediately on her.
Fair.
And ever since then, I've been on the Bianca train.
Yeah, the bad train. Yeah. I don't know. Something about her. I just don't know. I liked her. I mean, I thought she was okay in NXT, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got more. She got more over with me when she came up to the main roster.
Mm.
Yeah, because NXT I didn't really pay attention. Like
She's
know,
alright.
EST of NXT, I liked it.
I like she did that one match. I forgot who she did it with, but at the end they were showing like all the whippings that she got.
That was
That was NXT.
WrestleMania.
That was NXT.
Oh, they did that in
They
NXT.
did
too.
NXT too.
Shoot her.
I forgot who she did it with.
Because I was like, that was Sasha.
Yeah,
after
Sasha. I
WrestleMania.
remember that.
That was vicious.
That was nuts. That
Ooh,
was nuts.
that shit hurt me. Even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. That is tough.
Let's see. And then next match we have is Seth Rollins versus Omos.
Yeah.
My Homo sapiens.
Yeah. So this match was kind of randomly thrown together.
Yeah.
There was no. It was just announced that it was gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no.
One
Like
promo.
lead up or nothing?
One
Yeah.
promo.
There's one promo, which was a solid promo.
And I will say this.
What?
If anyone could try to make sense of a match with a promo, with just one promo nonetheless, it's Seth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Seth.
That's a good
The
point.
fact that he said, you're the way you are because you were born that way, I'm the way I am because I made myself this way.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to make you famous with this one match.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
said, ooh,
Yeah.
Seth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solid. I don't think anyone else could have done it, honestly.
Alright, so
Honestly-
when Taker faced Shane at that WrestleMania, I'll make you famous, bitch boy. That's what he told him. I was like, oh, yeah, that's Taker. That's Taker.
Alright, so who do you think won?
Unlike the previous mentions, I don't really see a lot of women wrestling. Not much.
Yeah.
In this one, I do know who these two people are quite a bit.
Cool.
So I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins won this since he's Seth friggin' Rollins. Also, the same fact that I believe whenever Almost pops up, he's great in the sense that he has that physical capability to a wrestler. He's also got that height, but he also seems like he doesn't have a lot of like, the technicality of wrestling in it. Like the way he sells things and stuff of that sort.
7 foot man.
He's tall.
He's
well,
tall.
That's basically all he has going for
You
him.
tell me what Andre sold. You just tell me.
No,
So
that's
I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins won. I'm pretty sure. Just because of those reasons.
So the match did show Almost in, his overbearing strength.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, you can't take that from him.
Yeah.
Massive.
it was
He's a big man.
it was
like
a
a tree
solid
trunk.
match.
Huge.
It wasn't the best match of the night, but it was a solid match for what it was.
He's so tough to book, man.
Yeah.
Like, who do you put him against?
Yeah, that's
You
the tough
need
part.
another guy that big.
Or you just need a good wrestler like Seth Rollins, because he looked good in this.
Yeah.
No, I will say this. I like this match a lot more than I did the Omos versus Brock match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
made
my
more
God.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it made a
Yeah.
lot more sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I agree with
This
that.
was a way better match.
But
Yeah.
Seth Rollins did pick up the win after 3 curb stomps.
One off the middle rope, right?
The top rope.
Top rope.
He went top rope curb stomp,
Damn.
which was really cool because he hasn't done that. I think he's done a springboard one before,
Yeah.
but not like full on top rope. So, but yeah, the match was good.
Yeah.
This is definitely helping Rollins get his momentum, especially after what we saw this past Monday night, which we'll talk about at a later date. But it was a really good showing. Rollins did deserve the win because he's just kind of been taking L's for a long time now.
Well, and I will say this. I feel like the L's he's been taking haven't been like, oh, it's because you're bad. It's like each L he's taken has been from like a solid
Yeah.
match
Yeah,
that he's performed.
him and Riddle, him and Cody,
Everything's
all
been
those
good,
matches with
yeah.
Cody.
Which I will never not be able to talk about. Fucking Hell in a Cell, man.
Yeah,
Broken
that was great.
heck.
Yeah.
Solid match. The story, beautiful.
That was a good match.
That was
That was
good.
good.
crowd was really good for this match too. They're very excited to see this match.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Puerto Rico's just on fire that night.
yeah, that was a great crowd.
Crowd
Someone,
was
which,
just
and
on
I'll
fire.
do this because I watched a little bit of Raw last night, and someone made a good point. It was what did he say? They said Puerto Rico spoiled us because the crowd reaction, the energy that Puerto Rico brought
Mhm.
compared to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
Like, it was like normal energy. It was like a normal show. But, like, even the commentators were like, oh, like, the excitement in the building, you can feel it. And they're like, no. Compared to what we just saw, this is like no one's interested.
Yeah.
It just made it seem like no one cared.
Mhm.
Did
Yeah.
something happen on Monday?
No, it was
It was
just,
a good-
that's
It
how
just wasn't in
hyped,
Puerto Rico.
that's how
Yeah.
hyped the Puerto
Okay.
Rico crowd was.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because
And they brought the fucking energy to
have they
the
ever been to
building.
Puerto Rico?
Not for
not for a
not
long
on pay
time.
per view
For
though.
a
Yeah.
pay-per-view.
Okay.
For a show,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I was reading. They paid WWE 1.7 mil
Yeah,
for SmackDown and the show.
yeah,
And WWE does not want to go back unless they pay them the same amount.
yeah.
So they probably won't be back for a
For a
while.
long
They
time.
won't be back to Puerto Rico for a long, long time.
Bad Bunny should just pay for it.
Honestly,
He could.
Yeah, he
Very
could.
well
Yeah.
could.
And realistically, knowing him and how much he loves WWE and wrestling, I'm sure he'll figure something out.
He released an album, go on tour, and then ended up in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Which I'll get more to that because you already know how much of a big Bad Bunny fan I am.
Yes.
Next match we had a U.S. title match: Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed, who you'll remember as Jonah the Refrigerator,
I missed this entire
and
match.
Bobby Lashley.
I also missed this entire match, but I've seen segments and like highlights, and I was like, man, I missed.
It was a good
It was a good
It was
match.
really good.
It was a good match.
The thing I liked is, some matches, especially with a character like Austin Theory, like they just disregard him and they just throw him out the ring, then they just fight each other, right?
Mhm.
And this one, they still
Makes
did
sense.
that, but it was more of like, I'm gonna take you out, Like, I'm not just gonna take you out of the ring. I'm gonna take you out so that I can fight this other person instead. So it was a good showing.
Jonah was flying.
He was flying.
Jonah was fucking flying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
To your point, it's compared to like when I first started seeing Austin Theory, especially in the main roster. To me, it just felt kind of like, yeah, like you said there. I'm gonna just throw you to the side. I'm gonna throw you out the ring because you just really don't matter right now.
Yeah.
And even then, like the wins he would get in those ways, I felt like he was truly stealing the win of like they're both out because they took each other out. Let me just take the win real quick. Kind of like cowardly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
Where this one, it felt like hey, I see you as a legitimate threat. Let me take you out, so I can put my focus on this guy because I can't focus on both of you. And then even though even when they would kind of like tease it or whatever, like it felt more of like, hey, I'm not stealing the win. I'm strategizing and finding my opportunities. If that makes sense.
Banda, who won?
I like that.
Ultimate opportunist, like.
Yeah.
I'm very biased, so I think I'll go with Bobby Lashley.
Austin Theory retained.
That's when I walked into the
Because of Bobby Lashley. So the ending was really nice because first Jonah hit a moonsault, which was crazy.
I'm telling you, this guy was flying.
He was flying.
It's not crazy.
Listen, would you do it?
No, I'm saying
Listen,
that's Jonah though.
I know, but
That dude flies every single match.
it's true.
But
He's
still,
up on the top rope way more than he needs.
it doesn't make it any less impressive.
I do like
It's
the.
still impressive. I'm saying that. I'm agreeing.
I do like the one spot that I will remember just because I like the way Austin Theory just plopped. But he threw Bobby Lashley to the turnbuckle and started to like hit him. As he turned around, a freaking wild fridge comes out of nowhere and hits him, and he freaking goes from a horizontal to a vertical to a horizontal so quickly.
God.
He just plops, dude. That was a gif. That was a gif of that. Circling Twitter. I lost it every time I see it. I was like, it's great.
It was just good. We saw a lot of action from both of them. Bobby Lashley locked in the hurt lock on Jonah at some point, but because of Theory, he got out of it. But there was so the match ended with Bobby spearing Jonah, and then Theory throwing him out of the ring as he got up from the spear and then taking the pin. And it was really well timed. Because the way he threw him out too, it's like he disoriented because he went one direction and then quickly switched him out to a different direction, and then went for the pin. And then as soon as like the ref hit 3, Lashley was like about to be on top of Theory, but Theory was able to roll out.
Oh damn!
So
Perfectly timed.
It was really, really, really well timed.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
But Theory's been growing on me a lot more.
No,
Right?
Yeah, it has been.
This character of his is great.
I'm telling you, man, I'm getting early Edge vibes from him.
I get early Edge and a little bit of like early Cena.
Okay, I see the Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the Cena.
I feel like the Cena part was way too forced though.
It,
Like that's what they were trying to
Yeah.
go for originally.
it is.
Yeah.
But I feel like now he just has more like it truly is where I feel like he's just actually being able to be himself and be his character and not be forced. Because I mean, the whole like him with Vince McMahon, like I get what they were going for, like oh he's Vince's handpicked product. Yeah. I hated that.
Yeah.
I actually liked that towards the end of it. It was growing on me towards the end, then they dropped it. I was like, oh, okay.
It's
But I was,
too old.
it was starting to pick up steam
Yeah.
up to the end, at the very tail end of them doing that, and then his skeletons came out.
It's still weird.
Yep.
But it's cool.
It gave me too much of
Because
a
that's his grandpa and that's his grandson, and they're just
no. It gave me
taking
too much
selfies.
of my dad's a lawyer.
Yeah, dude, my dad was in Nintendo.
But that's like perfect.
But I hate exactly. You're supposed to hate it.
Yeah,
You're
he's
supposed to hate
heel.
it.
Shane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If Shane had grandkids and they actually acknowledged Shane as the lineage of the McMahon family.
Vince got one more,
Well, he's got Triple H.
no, he had another kid. That was Austin Theory.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
legitimate son.
What'd you say? The 3 McMahons: Vince, Stephanie, and Triple H.
Yeah.
Fuck Shane, dude.
I don't regret it.
Shane.
I don't regret it.
So.
Next match, we had the SmackDown Women's title, and we had Zelina Vega versus Rhea Ripley.
This is actually when I sat down. This was a pretty good match.
This was a good match. This was a lot better than what I was expecting. So Zelina Vega is Puerto Rican, She had her family in the crowd.
The place unglued.
It
for
went
her.
And
wild.
this is what I mean. Like this one, you really the energy was high throughout the show.
It was like Hogan.
But this was definitely like the
When it
beginning
started
of like
peaking.
it started
Yeah.
peaking.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
She came out as a flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came out as
They
like...
sang to her. They chanted to her.
Yeah, she had this cape, and when she opened it up, it was a full like flag.
Puerto Rican flag.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
She had the Puerto Rican gear, the shoes, the
Basically,
whole
the
setup.
whole Captain America outfit.
Basically.
Basically.
Oh, with one star.
Yeah.
Captain Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Flag.
All right,
Captain
so
Boricua.
Yeah.
Captain Puerto
Captain
Rico.
Puerto Rico. There you go. Thank you.
so
This was good.
who won?
This was a good match.
Well, I want to go ahead and say that Zelina Vega won. Just
Oh.
because of the home field advantage. I want to say that, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
Well, what are you gonna say then?
I'm going with that.
Okay.
So good match. I kind of wish we had a little bit longer of a match.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Yes.
This would have been a match that I'm pretty sure I would have been fine with them just stretching it out
Just a little bit more. It was a good match. One of my favorite spots was really early. I wish they would have done it a little bit later, and that was the chancla spot.
Yes. That's literally
Her
what I
mom
was
gave her a chancla
Yeah.
to use in the
Okay.
match. And they kind of biffed it because she just threw it. And it's
Yeah.
like, why'd you throw it?
Honestly,
Like,
if you're gonna throw a chancla, it should have been a harder chancla. This was one of
or
those
she should have
small
been.
chanclas.
She was still outside of the ring while Rhea was in the ring.
Yep.
Like
That- I
she
agree.
should have been in the ring and just wow.
Yeah.
I 100% agree where it should have been later in the match because it was
Yeah.
way too early in my opinion.
Just
It was
way
still
too
like again it's in who was it? I think it was Michael Cole who
Yeah.
said it. He was like, if you're part of the Latino culture, you will understand the meaning behind this.
Yeah.
And you did. And I feel like I don't think they had to be in the ring. Like if they would have brought the fight outside the ring and they were just fighting there and they were by Zelina's mom,
Fair.
and then they're like, oh, take the chancla. Then she would have like used it outside the ring, like while they're both there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And no, yeah, that's
I
true.
feel like
Yeah.
that's one of those items that has to be like the end all of the match. So you have to like keep it till the very end, just because of the connotation that it has.
No, it was definitely one of those things where it's like I was hyped when they brought it out, but it was really like, look, it's a chancla. It's got. You know what it felt like? It felt like the token like diverse kid, like in a movie, where it's like, hey, here's our diversity in this movie,
Oh.
and then we killed him off for like you'll never
Yeah,
see
he's
him
dead.
again.
He's
Yeah,
dead. Yeah.
but like you never. It's like it's just for this one scene. That's what the chancla felt
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Not to take away from the match, because the match, like I said, I really enjoyed. I really think they allowed Zelina to show off her skills.
Yeah.
She's a good wrestler, man.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that she's actually a good wrestler.
And that's the thing. It's like she hasn't had that many wrestling
No.
matches. Like she's been in the Royal Rumble.
Mhm.
She's had a few tag matches.
She's tag team champions.
Yeah, but that's
Like twice.
She was
With
Queen of,
Carmella.
Queen of the Ring.
Queen
And
of the
Queen of the
Ring,
Ring, yeah.
But she hasn't really had too many one-on-one singles matches.
Well, she's a mouthpiece.
Exactly, but she does really well.
She's good at what she does. She's a
Yeah.
good wrestler. She's one of like the newest. I would say one of the better like managers.
Yeah,
For
she
sure.
she
Yeah.
Well, she
definitely
knows what the
is.
fuck she's
Because I
doing.
will
That's what
say
I'm saying,
this.
but that's a lost art.
I will say this. When they first announced Rio versus Zelina, I was like, they're just doing this because it's in Puerto Rico. She's Puerto Rican.
I was okay with it.
Yeah,
like,
and I was
sure.
okay. I was like, okay, like whatever.
Yeah,
But
I thought
then,
maybe squash.
I
yeah,
did too.
Mhm.
so did I.
I
But
really
then,
did.
like the build up, the energy there, her showing it was. I was like, okay, I'm glad they put this match on.
I also really like the videos leading up to it, like the backstage segments
Yup.
with her and Rey
Oh my
Mysterio and the
yes.
rest of the LWO.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's like, yes, you're small, but so am I. No one believed in me, and I became world champion.
Getting the rub.
Yeah.
Yup.
Mm.
So it was a good.
That's cool.
It was a good
I think that's cool.
match.
Really.
But she came up short, and Rhea Ripley retained.
Makes
She's not ready.
sense.
Yeah, she's not ready.
But I am glad that they gave her the, hey, we're not just going to cut and then reset and then next match. It's, okay, like, Rio's gone now. Let's focus on Zelina.
Yeah.
And she stayed out there. You could see the emotion in her eyes.
She
and
dedicated
in
the match to
beginning-
her dad, who had passed away on 9/11.
Mhm.
So,
No, but even beginning of the match. Match hadn't even started yet, and people were just high.
Hype, bro.
And
Yeah.
she was tearing up, and you could just, again, the emotion. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very glad.
It was good.
it was
It was
Yeah.
Hogan and Rock vibes, bro. For
Yeah.
sure.
It was good. It was so good. Next up, we had, one of my favorite matches of the night, and I know your favorite match of the night.
I think that was match of the night.
It kind of was, yeah.
That
I'm not
was-
gonna lie.
They
It
said
was
double
super
main
long.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super long.
This should have ended the show.
This shouldn't have been.
It
this
should.
I agree.
I don't think they
you
were
would
planning
have
on the
loved
hype,
this match.
though.
Probably.
I was saying they didn't plan on the fans being that crazy though. I'm sure
Yeah.
that was what it was.
They had to know. Like realistically, with how much like Bad Bunny is big of a star, as big of a star as he is,
Yeah.
and it's no secret that Puerto Rico loves him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loves him.
That's true.
I'm sure they knew,
Yeah.
but I'm sure they knew like this crowd's gonna go crazy for him. But I'm sure they just didn't truly understand how crazy it was gonna be.
How
Because,
much
don't get me
hype.
wrong, like
Well, because that's what I'm.
Or maybe
thinking.
they thought they were going to get too crazy, and that's why they couldn't have it be the last match of the night.
I
They
mean that
needed
could
to
be
calm
fair.
down.
That
At
could
the end of
be
the
fair.
show when you leave, you're more
That could
chill.
be fair.
And
Yeah.
he could
That's-
like take
that's-
off
yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
all the main events. stuff
Exactly.
going.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
That probably makes a lot.
Yeah. So Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest.
I can't imagine what type of security you have to have.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like
a lot.
Like for that type of scenario, like that dude's probably stacked backstage.
I'm
you
sure.
know what I mean, like, fuck.
I'm sure.
So before the match, we got a couple matches before we had a segment backstage
Oh, yeah.
where Rey Mysterio was talking to him and talking about the match, and then Savio Vega,
Savio Vega.
who
Boricua.
is he a Hall of Famer?
He went to Taker's Hall of Fame speech, but I
But
don't
he-
know if he.
I don't
is
think he's in the
actually-
Hall of
I don't
Okay,
think
so
he is either.
but he is I would consider him a legend.
He's a
Oh,
legend.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's an old lady legend. He was a Nation Domination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a badass.
No, he was
No,
not.
actually, he was. Not.
He was
No?
part of the rival gang because they had Survivor
Yeah.
Series gang warfare,
Mm.
whereas the Boricuas ran by Savio Vega
Ah.
against the Nation, and there was another faction too. I forgot the
Okay.
Hard Foundation. Hard Foundation.
But
Last
he
one passed.
he's also Puerto Rican, and he gave him a special candlestick that was colored in the Puerto Rican flag. So,
Okay.
but it was
Very
a cool spot.
That was
Who came out with the shopping cart?
Bad Bunny came
no,
out
no,
with the
no.
shopping
Oh, okay.
cart.
He did the East. What's his face? That's somebody's spot.
New Jack.
New Jack.
Yeah, he did the New
Yeah,
Jack
the
spot.
New Jack
Yep.
spot.
And then
Just need the steak.
Damian Priest came out wearing the vest that he wore at Mania when he tagged with Bunny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mind games.
Callback.
Yes.
100%.
And then instead of coming out to his normal Booker T song, that how he's done previously, he came out to
Chambea.
Yeah.
Which is one of his older songs, like when he was first coming up and everything.
which makes
And
perfect sense.
It's a fucking hype. Literally, I saw TikToks the next day of people talking about like I forget the dude's name, but it's the two dudes. They fuck. I have to look them up. And shout out to them, honestly.
Are they
Um,
singers or are they?
No, they're just two dudes who do podcasts, but they give a lot of people. They're like, oh, this is Nick and Schmidt from New Girl. Joe Santagato.
Oh, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
He
who
did a TikTok where he talked about he was there. He was at
Yeah.
Backlash. He was like the energy, the crowd. He's like when Bad Bunny came out and the song was playing, everyone in that building was screaming at the top of their lungs to that song.
Mm.
Because that's how big of a star Bad Bunny is in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And he was like I didn't know what he was saying, but I was there pretending like I knew I did. And he was like, I just followed the hype.
That
It was
sounds like
that's how great the energy was there.
And then one thing I didn't know that they talked about was like Bad Bunny and David Priest are from the same town.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I
So
found that out too.
Yeah, so that was like more into the story of it. I also love the videos leading up to it because like it shows like Damian Priest in Puerto Rico and he's talking to the fans and like how there's one little kid where he's like Bad Bunny doesn't fight, like I'm a Damian Priest fan and blah blah, and like he gets a picture with him and stuff. But it was good.
Beautiful.
But the match was great. Like
Fucking amazing.
I thought it was really good. It went on longer than I was expecting.
it went on
But
a
it was,
lot longer.
It was good the whole match.
Yeah, lots of spots. There was
Good pacing.
good pacing.
Yeah.
Bunny taking a lot of the heat, a lot of the fight.
That fucking Falcon arrow
Yeah.
in the crowd
Yeah, that shit was wild.
was insane, dude.
Yeah, so
Insane.
a Falcon Arrow or a Michinoku driver is like think of a suplex.
Thank you,
So
Taka.
instead of going back, you flip them, you throw them in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they did it
You've
on top
seen
of
it.
a little like it's like I don't know what the fuck it was. Like
They're
like a crate,
audio carts.
like the audio carts.
Yeah, that's what.
Down onto like
stack.
I guess tables or a stack of boxes, whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah.
But
tables.
those tables.
That's their table, yeah.
Did you already make your guess on who you
Oh,
think
yeah.
won?
Oh no.
Who your prediction was?
Well, pretty sure it's gonna be Damian Priest just because I don't know if they go ahead and give it to Bad Bunny.
So, match was really good.
You're great.
Bad Bunny just kept on using the candlestick. As soon as he could get a weapon, he would use it.
Yeah.
And then Dave Priest would overcome it somehow.
Judgment Day came out.
Judgment Day came out,
Yeah.
right? Which led to the
That's
LWO to come out.
Yep.
Well, no,
Uh,
first Ray came out.
Ray came out.
Oh, was it Ray first?
Yeah, Ray.
Oh, yeah, Ray
And then
came
he
out
called
first.
everybody, yeah.
And then we got a surprise
Oh.
of Carlito
Oh yeah.
showing up.
Yeah, that's right.
Jack the
Eric
shit.
Andre.
Yeah. No, Eric Andre. Jack the shit. We get Dominic taking the Apple spot,
Yeah, right. Beautiful.
which is great.
Red apple. Fuck that though. It was always green.
It was always green.
It was always green.
I don't care.
I do. I care highly.
An apple's an apple.
No, but here's the thing: the
It
green
was
apple.
always green.
The green apple was a bigger apple, so you're able to hold it in your palm of your hands a lot better, so show off you actually have an apple. And then when you took the bite, it was just juicier than a red apple.
Dude,
Fair.
Fair.
Okay.
The green
It
apple.
was also like
hot.
a little sour.
Exactly.
Sour, so it makes you salivate more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it was, I think. But yeah, green apple all the way.
It was a green apple.
And
I'm sure
then-
they wanted the red apple because he was hiding it in his pocket.
And then
And he got fucking big, so he can't hold as much in his
Yeah.
pockets now.
Maybe you don't like green apples.
Dom
Maybe
and
that's
Finn
the-
tried to leave, which then came out Savio Vega,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember if he did the chops
He
first.
brainchild
Yeah.
fucking Finn Balor. dude.
Yeah, right on the stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he called out the LWO.
Yeah.
That's
El Legado Fantasma to come out, and they just got beat.
Yeah. They
It was
beat the fuck out of
Yeah.
the fuck.
Because they've always had the number games, and finally turned around
Yeah.
on them.
Yep.
It was
So
beautiful.
it was great. Bad Bunny pulled out a figure 4
Yes.
at some point to try to make
Nuts.
Damian Priest tap out.
It was hype because he had his legs. And he's just like,
Yeah, he looked around the crowd. The crowd was
what do I do?
losing.
Like, what do I do? What do I like?
Okay.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, he had injured the leg earlier in the
I
match.
thought he was gonna go for a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I thought he was going for a
I thought it was gonna be
sharpshooter.
sharpshooter.
Well, he only had the one leg.
It don't matter.
Yeah, but usually you have
You
both.
can fix
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
He has
it was.
one.
It was only one.
Yeah, it
I
was.
thought well. I thought it was
You know, he started with 2 and then dropped one.
Oh,
I thought he did.
I don't remember. I just remember seeing the one. But anyways, and then we get the Buddy Destroyer, the Canadian Destroyer,
Yeah.
and Bad Bunny gets the win.
No, he also did sliced bread.
Like he did a sliced bread.
Or the sliced bunny, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, whatever.
No, they called it a sliced bread dose.
Yeah,
Oh,
sliced
thank
bread
you.
number 2.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sliced bread dose.
Oh, and all the counts were counting. The whole crowd was counting like the
that was all night.
So it was uno, dos, tres. Everybody all night was counting.
All
the
night,
counts.
they were
It was
counting in Spanish.
beautiful.
It was
Yeah.
sick. It was sick.
I do remember that.
It looks like I was wrong.
Yeah, don't ever bet against Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Well, I
Unless he
didn't
turns
see him
heel,
win
then you might have
before.
Dude, that place
Nope.
would have came unglued if he.
If that man turns heel, if he kicks a baby, that baby probably deserved it.
What did you do, baby? What did you do?
Old day.
I'd sent Carlos a thing just to remind me because it's a picture of Bad Bunny wearing the LWO shirt, and then what's her name that he's dating?
Oh, Kendall.
Kendall Jenner wearing the NWO shirt.
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that. Yeah.
Well, they're not dating. It hasn't been official.
Oh, you waiting?
They're talking.
Hey, all I'm saying, Bad Bunny is just, he found something to do while there's nothing to do. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Alright.
I guess.
And the people that are mad are the people that aren't true Bad Bunny fans. They hopped on Un Verano Sin Ti. They weren't there from the beginning. They weren't there since Soy Peo. That's all I'm saying. On that note, though,
Let him know, Carlos.
and his WrestleMania match, when he came out, and this is what I wanted to point out earlier. This is more for my little Bad Bunny fans out here.
Let's go.
My little Bad Bunny fan watchers out here.
Let
But he had a shirt. His shirt had dolphins on it.
Mm.
At not his first. It was Royal Rumble, and it was right before he announced his album Un Verano Sin Ti.
Okay.
Before like officially came out, and then those dolphins appear on the album.
Ooh.
This time he came out with a shirt that had the number 13. So people are like, "What does that mean?"
Oh, speculate.
So what was it? Because he always does that.
Yeah.
Anything he's doing, he'll always like wear something to hint or whatever.
Ooh.
Because he then like before he dropped his first official debut album, he went to a Lakers game, I think, and he had a jersey or a shirt that had the initials "Yo hago lo que me da la gana," and people were like, "What does that mean?" And then it had the number, whatever, and when the day hit, that's when he announced it. And so low key, I'm waiting here for
the 13th.
May 13th.
13th? Yeah, the 13th.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that. That's cool.
The 13th of every hour, Carlos is waiting.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll be looking too.
Yeah,
that's cool. What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing shit like this. I love it.
Alright, next match.
That's so cool.
The Bloodline, the Usos in Sokoa against Riddle, Zayn, and Owens.
Mm-hmm.
They need a damn faction name or something. I'm tired of it.
They're not going to
Bloodline?
No.
Would you call it roleplay?
The Bloodline. We got the Bloodline. Who's supposed to go? That's the Bloodline.
Alright, we found their name.
be the roleplay. Alright, so the roleplay.
Roleplay versus the bloodline.
Oh, them. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I said Bloodline.
But we have a lot of stories going on. So of course, Owens and Zayn, took the titles off of the Usos.
Nope.
Storyline wise, Sokoa injured Riddle.
Oh no, Riddle.
Yeah. And then we have the cracks forming in the bloodline. So lots of storyline going around here.
I love the storyline in this match.
This was definitely, I will say this, the storytelling in this match, in my opinion, outweighed the wrestling.
Yes.
Which I'm not mad at all.
No, me neither.
That's when it's good.
Me neither. That's when it's good.
So who won?
I want to say Riddle, Zayn, and Owens.
Roleplay?
That's roleplay.
Roleplay
Yes,
won.
we'll call it roleplay.
Okay. So the God damn, I can't even talk.
I love that.
Someone take over, please.
I loved that spot with Solo Sikoa was gonna do a spike,
Yes.
but then realized it was Jimmy or Jay.
Jay, it was
It
Jay.
was Jay, and he didn't put his hand down right away.
He did not.
He was
I don't
just
think
hesitating. He's like, I'm about to hit my brother with this fucking nasty spike. I was like, do it.
Was it Jay?
Do it.
Oh yeah, it was
Jay.
Jay. Yeah, it was Jay.
I was like, do it.
Yeah.
No, because then Jay was like, "What are you doing? I'm your brother."
Yeah.
And he still had it up. He still had it up.
I don't think it and to me the storyteller was telling me it was like, it wasn't saying, "Hey, I just realized you're my brother." It's, I know what I'm doing, but right now's not the time to do it
Yeah.
because we got to get this win.
So
Because I'm like, I got to do this for Reigns.
Yeah. I'm
For
doing
Roman,
this.
you
I'm
know?
just for my trouble cheek.
yeah. So the Bloodline won this match. Actually,
Really?
they have you gotten any of them right?
I've gotten one right.
Okay.
I've
So
been second guessing myself on some of them.
yes, lots of storytelling. The Jay and Solo had been like beefing the pretty much most of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they kept on trying to like tag each other in.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because he was doing that to both Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, but not so much Jimmy.
Yeah,
It was more
Jimmy I think
Jimmy.
was only the first one.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Jimmy was like, "All right, handle your
business.
yours." He was like, "Handle yours, Zeus."
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, he was respectful. Like, yeah, go for it. Go
He
for
was
it.
like, "All right, handle yours."
So okay, going into that storytelling, right? Once who picked the win? Solo did? Yeah, Solo picked up the win for the team.
Pin
Riddle.
Riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the match when they're all celebrating, right? He does kind of like the Umaga, like
Yeah.
and then he gets his hand raised, but he's still holding that thumb. He's like looking at him,
Yup.
and he's like slowly bringing it
I
down.
honestly
He's still-
thought he was about to do it right
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
but he didn't.
So we have those cracks forming. It's just a matter of
It's crazy to
when.
see Jimmy be the middle guy, be the one to try to be the voice of reason, or try to be like the guy in the middle trying to like
Well,
play peacemaker, peacemaker.
Yeah.
he's kind of been doing
Wow,
that
that's
too, from
Put it on
when
a shirt.
Jay and Roman were feuding.
Yeah.
Because he was there, he was injured, but he came out. He's like, stop! Like he saw his brother get beat into submission,
Mm-hmm.
choked into submission,
Mm.
and then so he's just there. Now he's just like, I ain't touching none of that.
Yep.
So good match overall.
Loved it.
There was a bit of a critique from a lot of people that because of the Usos, especially in this match, that they're downplaying the super kick.
Oh.
Because they did throw out a lot. So
They always do though. I feel like.
kinda, yeah.
Well, and not only that, it's because Kevin does the super kick too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I feel like it's like if you have Roman, if you had a triple threat between Roman, Edge, and Bobby Lashley, they're just going to be spears,
Yeah.
all spears. So like after a while, you're kind of like,
Shit, we should have that.
Yeah.
Which we like they do have their different
Natural
things.
threat.
It's like it's like, okay, you got Bobby with the Hurt Lock, you got Roman with the Superman punch and the guillotine, and you got Edge with the execution. I love that.
The educator.
The educator.
I wish Range would use the guillotine more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really situational.
Yeah.
But still, like,
How many times is he on his back though?
well, he can.
The one that always comes to mind is when he used it when he faced Cesaro. That one time. And
That was
Cesaro-
vicious.
Yeah, Cesaro's face fucking went blue.
Blue, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Remember
But like,
that?
he could just lock it in
Yeah.
and do it.
Yeah.
He should.
He's not that champ though.
Well, yeah, he should be though.
Yeah,
And then
I
finally we
agree.
get to our main event, which the other match should have been the main event. This should have been the semi-main event, but
I didn't hate it though.
it was a
Yeah.
good match.
I
But
enjoyed it.
it just
I thought it was
crowd
good.
hype. But it was a good match. We have Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
It was still mentioned that we don't know why Brock turned on Cody, and I'm still on the
Really?
conversation.
So that they never told us why.
Well, Brock never said why. No, and I'm still on the.
They're hinting at it.
Here's my
They
thing,
keep
right?
mentioning it.
It's Brock Lesnar. He doesn't have to have a reason.
No, he does whatever.
No,
the
but
fuck
still
he-
though.
He does whatever he wants.
He really
It'd be
does.
like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but that I don't get it.
Everybody
But
does
if my
that.
enemy pays me more, I'm gonna
Yeah. that's what Meltzer said. I read his thing today about it.
Oh yeah,
But like Brock has a different set of rules than everybody else.
Yeah.
Like he gets to do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
I kind of see it like too, where it's like he's just like I guess even a reason I guess they can give was like, oh, you think you're gonna take the titles off Roman?
Yeah.
Fuck you, no, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care if we could. I could, in theory, I could help you get the titles, and I can take them off of you.
Just
in the
insert
Austin
himself
theory?
into the story.
Yeah, he's like
That sounds like Brock though.
That's
like
Brock.
he knows who's like getting the belt or something.
he just
So he's like, I'm
he should
gonna-
just
I'm
insert
gonna
himself into
interfere.
the bloodline.
That'd be
Oh
nuts.
god.
That would be
Uh,
unstoppable. That'd be scary.
the enforcer, the real enforcer of the bloodline.
Yeah.
They're coming out. He just comes out. No, he's
On a side
Paul
note,
Heyman.
He has the tattoo that's markered on with freaking Sharpie.
Not only that, it's just like
Might be
those
racist.
Just markered on the song.
no, it's just like those like 50-cent candy machine
Oh,
like
no.
tattoos. It's just a bunch of them all over.
Oh, sleep.
Fucking unicorns, leprechauns,
Yeah.
fucking rainbows.
Oh shit.
So who won?
I love it.
Damn it. Fuck. I know both of these two, and they're both really good. But I don't want Brock Lesnar to win because he always wins, basically. Except when bullshit comes around. I want to say Cody Rhodes wins.
Chody Chodes.
Yes.
Joe.
Yep.
So
Sorry, we were watching. Cody was coming out.
Oh, I was thinking.
He was like, something,
Something,
Just fucking kills me.
I just always like too that you start off like with the actual lyric.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just forgot you have ever said that.
I
So
love
like
it,
you
dude.
have you said it. I was like, what the fuck?
Even though you say it all
All
the
the
time.
fucking time.
All the AEW people.
Oh,
Every time he came out on AEW, I was like, yes, it's my time.
Just like shit stain Nakamura.
Shit stain. That was
That's my fault.
that was
Yeah,
this
That's
dude.
the other one that I
saw his
always
name.
hear.
Oh my god.
I saw his name and I
Shit
was like,
stain
shit,
Nakamura. I was like, I hate that. I hate that so much.
Tribal cheeks.
Tribal
Yeah.
cheeks. That's the shit right there.
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh man.
Oh.
He needs to come back, man. I want to see him be part of the storyline.
Tribal cheeks.
Yeah.
He's running wrestling school now.
I think he'd be so good. I think he'd be like to remind them of like their heritage and stuff, and like what he's fighting for. You know, just make it like put more heat in the fire. You know?
Yeah,
More
but
ass in people's
they've kind of included like the older Samoans in,
They did.
in the story.
That's how they introduced, gave him the lay
Yeah, they gave him the lay.
Yeah.
They acknowledged him as the chief.
as the cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I just like Rikishi that much.
Yeah.
You
But
should
Matt-
acknowledge us as cheats.
Brock versus Cody.
Comes great power.
All that ass.
Double cheek dub.
For almost 1,000 days.
I swear.
All right, so Brock versus Cody. Match starts off. Brock outside the ring, and Cody just dives through.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that.
Before the match starts.
Didn't he hit him with the
With
top of the table? The what's it called? The,
Yeah, he did.
What the fuck is
The,
called?
the top of the announce table,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he also hit him with the steel chair and with the ring steps.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got the gif of him just stomping around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all over.
You remember Tom and Jerry? Do you remember the buff caps that would show up? He walked like that.
We did. He did.
He strutted.
Brock Lesnar or
No, Cody.
Why?
Jeez, why not? To get the steel chair.
He was on a mission. He was on a mission.
Yeah.
I saw a meme about that, like the most dramatic walk ever. I'm just like, oh my god.
I'm telling you, he just felt the energy.
Yeah,
dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But good match.
Love
Cody hit a bunch of disaster kicks in a row.
Yep.
Until he eventually got caught by a German suplex.
He did a lot of cutters too.
He pulled out a lot of the Cody cutters.
Yeah. The Chody.
And then he did 2 crossroads. And Brock still kicked out.
I ain't gonna let that slide.
And then Brock caught Cody with the F5,
Yeah.
but Cody still kicked out.
Dude, yeah. Yeah.
And we had that. I don't remember exactly how it happened.
How many Germans did we get that match? Because I thought
We did not get 16.
we did not get 69.
Yeah. He did not get
Imagine.
the record. And then I found out that this was actually planned. But there's a moment where when Cody got suplexed, he tore off the turnbuckle pad.
Yep.
And at some point he throws Brock head first into it, busted him up.
Yeah, hard way too.
That was always the plan.
Yeah.
But
That's what I've been reading.
that thought was planned.
It was
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, which
That's what I
was,
meant.
Yeah.
yeah, which was
part of
crazy.
Meltzer's thing.
Yeah,
Because they were like, Brock gets to bleed and Brock wants to bleed.
yeah.
But not everyone else can.
But he did the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then when he came out Monday Night Raw, he just all stitched
I
up.
bet.
It was gnarly.
He probably
I think Brock's just having fun in this run. He's just having fun.
I mean, yeah, look at who's gone again.
Yeah, he's just having fun, dude. He didn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He's just having fun.
Good. It's about damn
He's
time.
like,
Yeah.
pay me, I'm gonna go in and do my thing.
And that's how it's been though. Like even when he was like champion, it's like he's just gonna go.
I just don't think he was having fun as champion.
No, and here's the thing.
I honestly don't think he was.
I think it's comparing this run and even his like last run
Mm-hmm.
to his first run. His first run, it just felt like he's like, I'm being put in this top position. I don't want to be.
Exactly.
He's like off the, like, you know what I mean?
He's like, I'll do it, but I don't want to do it.
right. He
Yeah.
was just kind of bored.
Yeah.
And then he came back and he was like, oh, now I kind of like I wasn't here that long, but I kind of have this power now where I can
Yeah.
just do what I want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do what I want.
Exactly. Like he's having more fun now. Like it's more like.
Because he's-
I take it back to
doing
like,
Brock.
hey, you're gonna face Undertaker at WrestleMania. I'm ending the streak. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh shit.
Okay.
He's like, oh shit, I didn't think I get this far.
Yeah.
You're right.
Now I'm gonna run with it.
Yeah, basically.
And then we got Lesnar putting on the Kimura lock, which he hasn't really done in a while.
It's been a hot
Yeah.
minute, yeah. That's why I was like, break his arm!
Yeah.
Break his arm!
That was the thing when he had come back at some point. He was putting everybody in the Kimura lock and he would break their arm. He did it to Cena, he did it to Triple H, Mark Henry,
Yep.
Big Show,
Yep. Sean
Yeah.
in the dark, but he did it to.
Yeah, he did it.
That's probably the worst Kimura lock ever. Yeah.
But he did it,
Oh.
but it was to his detriment because Cody was able to roll over and get a pin on him
Yep.
and take the win.
That was
And then he
nice.
rolled out and ran out.
He's a smart man.
Yeah.
The show ended with Brock bloody as fuck getting a towel thrown at him so he could rub the blood off.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he got a standing ovation
He did?
after the
Yep.
he got a standing ovation.
I missed that. That's
Puerto Rico
funny.
loves.
Yeah, there's video of it after the feed cut.
Yeah.
There's video of it, and yeah, he's getting a standing ovation. He's just kind of looking around like, what the fuck? That's the point. He does the little jog. He
The
does
little jogging
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'll
Place him glued because he jogged in place.
Yeah, but it
The little hop back and forth.
it was good.
Stretch
It was a
out.
good match.
What would
I
you
enjoyed it.
guys-
I thought it was good.
What would you guys score the whole night out of 5 stars?
Ooh, out of 5.
4 3/4. It was good.
You know, I would go the same. I will also say this: a part of it just has to do with the crowd energy, which I think that goes with any, without saying any show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you would have had that exact same show, the exact same card, the exact same performance.
It could've
Put that
been
in
shadowed, yep.
fucking Tennessee, in Texas,
Yeah.
California. You know what I mean? That the
Then
crowd probably would have been hyped,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't have been able to bring that energy that Puerto Rico.
They were
brought.
not counted in Spanish.
It would have not counted in Spanish.
I agree. It does make the show. Even with our locals.
So
The
now
crowd makes the show.
here's a question: what should the next country be that they hold a pay-per-view at?
They were asking this on Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh.
and Santos said that it should be Mexico.
Fuck yeah.
I saw Mexico and I saw Australia.
Australia does.
Australia.
They did do an Australia show.
Yeah,
The Super Showdown, or what the
Yep.
fuck it's called.
it's been a couple of years, but
Yeah,
it's been 5 years.
Buddy Murphy was still in the promotion.
Yeah, that's when he won the title.
That's when he won the
cruiserweight title.
And when Iconics won the tag titles, the tag women's belts.
Shit.
Yeah.
I
So-
remember that one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Yeah, we were hopped up on Arby's chicken tenders.
Yeah.
That was that day.
Fell asleep halfway.
Yep.
So yeah, that was that show. But they haven't done
Shout out
like
Arbs.
they haven't done a pay per view in Mexico.
Yeah.
that'd be
It's
cool.
been a long
Anywhere in
time.
Central America would be nice, or even
Yeah.
South America.
Yeah,
Mexico would make sense though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would like Mexico.
Especially like before Ray retires.
Yeah, it has to be before Ray retires. Has to be.
Right.
Yeah, so that has to be soon because
Yeah.
Who knows?
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that.
I'll have them go back to Japan. Why not?
Yeah, it's been a couple years since that too.
Like NXT did the show. I think that was the last time they were in Japan. No.
Yeah, well it was NXT and WWE because they had Brock Lesnar was there,
The Beast in the
but the
East.
main event was Finn versus Kevin. And
Yes.
So
Yes.
which is great. I loved that match. That was a good match, and I loved the little Kevin Owens being a heel
Mhm.
because in Japan it's all about respect and honoring and everything. So they have like a little.
They
bit
would
of
throw the
ceremony.
streamers, and he would throw them back.
Yeah, they threw. So they throw streamers right before the match starts.
Yeah.
But they also give them flowers, and when Owens got the flowers, he chucked them.
Chucked them.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
It was a good time.
It was a fun time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
That's
I just
That's
because they were there for like a couple days,
Yeah.
and that they filmed that, but the night before we had Jericho versus Shinsuke, but it was not filmed.
Mm.
Yeah, and I would have loved to have seen
That would
that.
have been a good match.
Yeah,
That would have been great.
What?
yeah. So, anyways, what do you guys rank it? You didn't watch it.
Yeah.
but what
I
do
give
you
it a 4.
thought? 4?
I give it a 4.
I'm going 4.5.
Marks.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I did
It's a
that.
perfect score.
Four
Yeah,
marks.
I enjoyed it. I don't know about 5. I feel like there could have been some better stuff, but overall it was really good.
Yeah.
You can't
4
take
marks
nothing
made by
from it.
marks. There we go.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
All right, so hearing about the show.
I'd go ahead and give it a 4.5 as well. 4.5
Okay.
out of 4.5 marks.
I'm telling you, I feel like I heard
TM.
Just from hearing about everything you guys just spoke about.
no, but
seems like it was great.
multiple people I talked to outside of the circle about wrestling, they all said they're like, "Yo, what the fuck?" They had WrestleMania level matches
Yeah.
at Backlash.
Yeah. The
Like that's all.
pay-per-view
They're,
after Mania.
yeah,
Yeah.
and their kind of reaction, and I feel like it's pretty much my reaction to it. I remember when was the last good Backlash?
I don't even remember a good Backlash. I can't
Undertaker
remember.
versus Batista, Last Man Standing,
What year was it?
2008.
That was also the
Oh,
same
no.
year Batista faced
2007.
Shawn Michaels.
So
No,
2000.
2007.
No, that was
So 08 was Shawn Michaels versus Batista,
yes.
and then 2007 was Taken versus Batista.
So 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the last one I remember.
That's the last.
That's a
Yeah,
long
me
time
too.
ago.
Because that's what started the whole going into the whole Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho feud.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So 15 years.
Yeah, about
Mhm.
good times.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
And even like people that weren't even wrestling fans, they actually like I had
Tuned in and
coworkers
watched it,
that even
yeah.
told me, it's like, dude, did you know Bad Bunny was wrestling? I was like, yeah, Bad Bunny's been wrestling.
My sister called me and asked me
Yeah.
if like Zelina Vega won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter was blowing up. They're like with Bad Bunny
That's
doing the
cool.
Canadian Destroyer
Yeah.
or the Bunny Destroyer.
Yeah.
Twitter was blowing up. We're like, this is the #1 streaming global artist in wrestling.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like they were just all like, in
That's
like they're all just
The
like amazed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's great.
Wow.
Which like, and because like obviously like he's been at a WrestleMania, he's been at a Royal Rumble, but like this was just one-on-one.
This is his
and
time
he
to
had
shine,
like
yeah.
time
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because even at his WrestleMania match, like
That
yes
was
he was
just a
there,
shock
but
to everybody.
which again, great match. I feel like the Miz and John Morrison were like a perfect combination
Yeah.
because they obviously
They know what they're doing.
They
yeah, they know what they're
work,
doing.
yeah,
they
know
kept
how
him
to
safe. They
Yep.
made sure he looked good too. You know what I
work. And
mean?
they're credible.
Yeah, but
That's why we got the surprise like destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that crossbody.
The crossbody
Yeah.
is
That
nasty.
crossbody
Yeah.
was clean.
he did also hit the Falcon Arrow during that time. Him and
Oh, yeah.
Damien Priest hit the double Falcon Arrow.
Oh, they did.
But you know what I mean? It's like a lot of the time he was also in the corner.
Yeah.
It was a tag match.
Yeah.
It was a tag
Yeah.
match.
Now he's He's a lot more confident, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, they gave him the trust to do the one-on-one match because the original plan was a tag match with Priest and Dominic versus Ray.
Because it definitely felt like that's what they were setting up originally.
Yeah. But then we got the one-on-one match in a street fight.
Because originally, weren't they also going to do like a mixed gender match where it was Rhea and Dom against Ray and Zelina Vega? Wasn't that also hinted for a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
It seemed like it.
Oh.
But they ended up just scrapping and just doing a one-on-one match as well.
Yeah.
Well, he outperformed himself. I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what to expect.
They're
but
gonna
did very well.
They're going to come back to him to do another
WWE
match.
could have a big resurgence, an even bigger resurgence using Bad Bunny as often as they can, or using other people.
Or people like that.
Yeah, because like
that want to.
that's how WWE got over, or WWF got over in the first place. They used Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
And they got over.
Well, and here's the thing. I saw a tweet, and I feel like this is fair. That within the last couple of years, the celebrities they've been using have just raised the bar of the celebrities that should be allowed to like be
instead of just
in matches.
Yeah,
instead of like having like Snooki in a match at WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dog shit.
Oh,
Like-
that's dog water. I hate
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
way better. Right?
Pat McAfee,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pat McAfee's
People that are willing to get into the ring and do the
actually
work.
wrestle. Yeah.
do the
Bad
work.
Bunny. As much as I hate Logan Paul,
Logan Paul.
that man has put on good matches.
You know,
Yeah.
his wrestling has made me want to. I actually started listening to his podcast. So
You just gotta find the right person. That
I was
you
listening
wanna
to the
listen
Edge one.
talk.
Oh
the
yeah.
Edge one. That was
He asks good questions.
It was good stuff.
He's alright.
So, the question I have, if you could pick one celebrity to go to start wrestling, not full time, but maybe like big shows, who would you have? Because I got two picks.
Dead or alive, or just alive?
Alive, they gotta be you now.
No, just dead.
You want me to go now?
Yeah.
There you go.
I know him as Thor, but he's the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
motherfucker's massive, and I think he'd do
He's
extremely
huge.
well in WWE. You don't even gotta talk.
That's true.
You don't have to say a word.
Get a mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just massive, and we know he's strong. He's one of the world's strongest men.
Yeah.
So he come right in after Lashley. He's European or from that area.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a different part of the world. You know, not necessarily like others. So I don't know. I feel like he'd do well.
So I got my less likely and my more likely.
Ooh.
My less likely would be Keanu Reeves.
Oh shit.
And here's
That'd
why.
be cool.
Because like,
That'd be cool.
look at like John Wick, right?
Yeah.
That man put in work. He learned how to do all like how to shoot
Yeah.
and how to switch out all the tactical like gun work. He learned how to do that.
Properly. Yeah.
So take how he learned all that and have him learn wrestling.
Yeah. Give him
Great.
the same challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my more likely pick is another big wrestling fan, and that'd be Post Malone.
Post Malone, I was literally about to say.
Yeah.
Post Malone, because he's a huge fan. He was on Austin's podcast
Mm-hmm.
because he wore Austin's vest, because he bought one of the original vests, and he wore it in his concert. And Austin, Stone Cold didn't know who he was,
Yeah.
and he's just like, I'm gonna have. He's like, oh, this is an artist, and he has my stuff. Let's find out.
Yeah.
And they put him on there.
No, because I know. I was gonna say Post Malone was definitely going to be one of my picks because I knew he was a huge wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he would put the dedication and the respect that comes
Yeah.
with it. You know what I mean?
Just like Bad Bunny.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
And not only that, I know a lot of people for a while, beginning of this last tour that he was doing, he lost a lot of weight and people were freaking out. And he was like, "No, I've just been
I'm healthy.
healthier now.
yeah.
He's like, I've been losing this weight and health weight. Like,
I've
I'm
seen
not on
that.
drug, guys.
Yeah.
Whatever."
That was so stupid.
Yeah. But like I feel like with that said, that motivation, it would help him like get really into ring shape.
Yeah.
So I feel like Post Malone is definitely one of my picks where I feel like I could see him and I can see him doing well,
I like
and
that.
just having a good ass like vibe.
the whole time. Yeah.
Like if you ever wonder just like I don't know if he could be as entertaining without his show, or like without his music or whatever. Watch any of the Good Mythical Morning episodes with Post
Yeah.
Malone on it.
Yeah.
They're so good.
They're fun.
They're good.
They're good.
Kit Kat flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Shout out
Kit
to
Kat
Good
flavors.
Mythical.
I love the rapping lullaby songs one.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
I'd probably pick KSI.
Yeah.
Just because
That's a
before even Logan Paul even actually showed up in WWE, KSI's actually said he did want him to work with WWE.
He would do it. Yeah.
He would do it. He's like, well, train me, I'd wrestle. He's even said it like in multiple videos.
Yeah. It would be cool seeing him go against Bobby.
Dude,
I mean,
He's a character.
even if it was just a squash, He took that. He took that frog splash from Rollins.
Yeah.
Not from Rollins, from Logan.
Oh, yeah, Logan.
Yeah.
It was an elbow drop. That's right.
I just want to say,
That's splash.
I thought it was a splash.
I felt it was
I just want to say, I was so happy that I called it as a joke.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
I was like, oh, that's
dude.
KSI.
I was
too.
like, no way, dude.
Yeah.
And the next thing you fucking know,
Yeah,
It's KSI!
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Saxophone guy.
Yeah, so I picked KSI. KSI'd be.
That's a good guy.
Because he'd be like you said, he'd be another guy that he likes wrestling. He grew up watching wrestling. He'd have the respect for the sport, which I feel like a lot of people that they've grabbed before didn't have that respect.
Did it for their own game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not for-
They were promoting something or something. They wanted to get something out of it.
yep.
And I feel like
Not for the love of the business.
exactly, not for the love. I feel like KSI. I feel like the guys we picked. I feel like they probably would do it with respect.
And then look at the level now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who
Just
else
like
I
you
would
were
pick? You know those guys that I see them all over YouTube, and I feel bad not knowing their name, but I should. They're the ones who recreate basically just random wrestling
And the
matches,
subway and shit.
like not even just no. I'm talking about the ones that like will do it like on like in the water, like they always have like the big like not bouncy houses, but whatever like you would call those in the water or whatever,
Yeah.
and they just do it there.
Inflatables.
Inflatable little
Trampolines.
trampolines or
Platforms.
what's the word I'm looking for? Inflatable obstacle course or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, but yeah, the guys who do it in the subway,
Those
like in the
guys.
Walmart and
Yeah,
whatever.
it comes out like
Yeah.
Which actually, the dudes that do that at Walmart,
Yeah.
I think you were the one who showed me them and told me that they actually do wrestle on indie shows.
Yeah. They
Oh,
do.
cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Just doing spots at Walmart.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're in the fucking painting aisle and some dude's going through the counter. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
He's like, you got this color?
Alright, Mono, who you got?
Well, I'm gonna go with the first person who came to mind when you said that, and even though he's old, probably Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
To see a rematch of him against Hulk Hogan.
Oh
like in
my
Rocky
god. Oh my god.
Yes. Amazing.
Book it. Hunter.
They better hurry up. 'Cause they ain't got much time.
They both don't look like they have a
Yeah,
lot
they're
of time.
both losing mobility in their knees and quick.
They're gonna be in wheelchairs so I can bump at each other.
Fuck you, Hulk. Fuck you, Sylvester. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Otherwise, maybe Mike Tyson. Why not?
Mike
He's
Tyson.
also old,
He's
but I
not-
mean, he's also
not-
in really good shape.
You knocked out Chris Jericho.
He's in really good
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah, he would do well.
Mhm.
That's a good show.
Anything else before we sign off? Okay.
I
got one more thing. I challenged you weeks ago and I've yet to hear an answer.
What?
I challenged you weeks ago and I've yet to hear an answer.
Oh,
Challenge me to
shit.
what?
I don't know.
I wasn't challenged.
I wasn't
Yeah.
challenged.
If I was challenged, I'd know.
Are you a member of this podcast?
Yeah.
Then why are you not watching our content?
Oh, that's what you meant. I've been forgetting.
So what's your answer?
My answer to challenging you?
No.
Being
Being challenged.
To
Yeah.
being challenged.
Sure, I'll challenge you. Why not?
Okay, do you even know what I'm challenging you to?
No!
Because you don't watch any of our
That's
content.
the reason
And
why I'm asking.
this is the problem I have with you.
Alright,
And he's
what,
challenging you
what
to
do you want?
subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe,
This
motherfucker.
is the new way to get viewers
Good
and
job.
subs.
No.
Good job.
Alright, so.
This is
what do you
me
want?
calling you out for not being a good member of this channel.
Yep.
By not watching our content. By not helping us out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm
Putting your dick
challenging
in your
you
hand.
Helping out in what?
in anything. You didn't watch the show.
Mm.
You had no idea what we were doing. You didn't even watch highlights.
No, I was supposed to watch highlights.
Yeah.
No, that I was supposed to do.
Yeah. And you didn't even do it. So,
You bet it against Bad Bunny.
I challenged you weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, you did.
Not responded, which means you haven't watched a single one of the videos in the past couple weeks.
Dang. There's been quite
It's been a good day.
Oh, they really?
Yeah.
So, because I don't even remember when I challenged you. I just know it's been weeks.
It's
I don't
been.
even know
At least
who it was.
At
At least a month.
At least a month.
It is a while. We
What
gotta
do you
go back.
want?
Back in the archives.
I feel like he's even technically realistic in real time longer
So,
because we've been
I
knocking
think so,
out.
too.
We've been knocking
Content,
it out,
yeah.
bro.
So, do you agree to my challenge?
I already said sure.
Okay, set the date.
Alright.
Set the date.
I'll have to stay tuned.
What exactly is this?
Now you fucked up, kid.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. What's
I'm
going
beating
on.
your ass. Get fucked.